What's up, you guys? It's Ania's World and I'm back again with another motherfucking video. With that being said, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. I'm gonna be doing, hi you guys, I know you guys have not seen me in a while, and I'm gonna explain this in the video on why you guys have not seen me in a while. But with that being said, like, today is going to be a very chill video. I'm not gonna be like like I am always. Like, today's just gonna be like my night routine, and I'm gonna show you guys the recent songs I've been listening to, all the recent chill songs I've been listening to. So hopefully you guys can hear me listening to them while I'm doing like my night routine, and I'm telling you guys everything that has been going on in my life. With that being said, let's get into it. Using witch hazel for my face. And I'm gonna rush. What you can handle, baby, what you can handle. And I'm biking. On why I've been gone for the last 3 months. Famous words of Rihanna, bitch, you guys are not getting an album. I'm taking time to bounce on some dick right now. No, I'm just playing. No, I really have not. So how do I explain this? I feel like every time I take like a social media break, especially from YouTube, it's a little bit harder to explain, like, hey you guys, I post on TikTok and Instagram actively because they're smaller platforms and it's easier for me to get out videos than how it is on YouTube. And like, I had to come up with like this big exaggerating video to come on here and be like, and I gotta like name it why I have been gone and why you guys have not seen me. But in reality, like, on TikTok, everybody already knows what's going on. So with that being said, you guys, please go follow me on TikTok and Instagram. So I feel like right now I'm just in a position where I have nothing to give. And I'm gonna say something that might sound very weird and very pick-me-ish of me, but I'm a very giving person. Like, if I cannot give to something, I feel like I am a burden, and I don't feel like the feeling of feeling like I'm a burden. Like, I want to be able to give and give and give and give. And a lot of my videos, like, even, I'm not even gonna say they're mid, or like, even if I'm doing that, I want to give my 100%. And if I don't give my 100%, I delete them, or it makes me cringe that I even posted something like that. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm just in an era of my life where I want to give my 100% to everything. But if I don't feel like giving, I just don't want to force myself to give. You know what I mean? And like, I tried to make a video explaining this 4 other times. Like, I went outside at 8 a.m. I recorded at the park. Like, I don't know. I want to be able to give you guys quality stuff and all these things. And I feel like, I'm going to say this, and I don't want to speak this into existence. So this is the last time you guys are going to hear me say this, okay? It's just like this feeling of, I don't want to feel like I'm being left behind. And right now I'm 22, about to be 23 July 4th, you guys. And I feel like I'm left behind, you know what I mean? And I'm going to say something that might be shocking to you guys, but I do have a boyfriend. And with him, he has a lot of things figured out. Obviously, not everybody is perfect, but he has a team. He's a content, like, he does content, he does photography, he does all of these things, and he has a team. He has all of these things, and it makes me so happy for him. But for me, it's like, I don't have any of that. And I remember, like, when I first started, like, putting my all in my music, putting my all in my videos, it was like, I had like a small team, and I had something to look forward to, like dropping new music. And you might be like, well, Zinnia, why don't you just go drop in new music? But it's like, every time I sit down to write music, I have nothing to give, okay? Like, I write shit, and it's just like mambo jambo. I can't even finish the song. And like, when I do videos, it's like, I can't even finish the video. I don't feel like I'm 100%, and all those kind of things. And like, even when it comes to me working the job that I do, I feel like I told you guys a lot in December when I was posting like all of my, what is it called? Christmas shit, right? Christmas, before I went to Arizona, where I was just like, I'm going on leave from my job. I'm going to be gone for a while. I'm just going to come on here. I'm going to post every single day. And I felt so content, and I had such a big plan, and then sadly everything just fell through, and I feel like it just made me lose my momentum. You know what I mean? Like I was doing so good, and then boom, that happened. And I just feel like I'm just trying to find who is Zania right now, and I just don't know what to do. You know what I mean? And I know that I could do more, and every time I tell myself like I could do more, I could do more, I could do more, I don't, or I feel like it's not enough. You know what I mean? And that's just like a little bit of what I'm going through, and like why I have not been on here in a while, because I just feel like, sorry y'all, I just feel like anytime I do social media, anytime I do any of my videos, like if it's not on TikTok or Instagram or anything like that, I want to make sure that I'm giving my 100% to my platform on YouTube, because that's my favorite platform. You know what I mean? Like I grew up watching YouTube. I grew up watching the makeup girlies and all these kind of things, and this is like what I put my blood, sweat, and tears in. And I hit 1K before the end of I think it was the end of last year, the end of this February or January, and I put my blood, sweat, and tears to even hit 1K, posting every single Sunday. And I just hate that like I lost the momentum. You know what I mean? And just to sum it up, I feel like I'm more than all of this. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people on this earth who are okay with working 9 to 5, who are okay with having such a I don't want you guys to think that I'm trying to say it like this disrespectfully, but a basic life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? No, what am I? Like what? You know what I mean? Like, and that's okay to want a basic life, but I know that I'm meant for so much more. God, the universe, like it's just something that you have in your chest that is like, I'm gonna be big, and I know I'm gonna be big, but for some reason right now it's like I just don't know how to get there. You know what I mean? And it's like I know I'm gonna be big, I know I'm gonna have a platform, I know my music's gonna go off, I know my YouTube's gonna go off, I know millions of people are gonna know me, I'm gonna keep on growing. But it's like when I have this calling from God that is telling me what I'm meant to do, but it's like I don't know how to get there. Like I really don't. And I'm so sad. Ugh. And it's just like every single day I'm just fighting with myself, being like, no, Zania, do all your affirmations. You're good. You're happy. You're hopeful. And then I go to work and I'm like, wait, I'm actually angry, a bitch, and mean, and I hate being here, and I hate having panic attacks every single second I walk into this place, because I'm truthfully not fulfilled anywhere right now except for in my relationship. I'm not really gonna talk on that. You might see a second of him in like my birthday vlogs, because me and him are going to New York together for my birthday, and then I'm gonna go see him in 2 weeks, so you guys might see like a speck behind his head. Bitch, I'm not posting another man ever the fuck again. But next song, while I put on these lashes real quick. I don't you think you got me wrapped around your finger, and what's behind those, and what's behind. Okay, this is my lash set for the week. It probably doesn't even match. Like if you guys see like some is probably longer than the other, fuck it, like I don't care. Like I'm running out of all of my lashes, and I've almost had them for a year, and I've been able to like hold them down for a couple months. So I'm just happy that these lasted for this long. Guys, I permed my hair literally 2 months ago, and that shit has not went back to straight. Like it just has not. It has not went back to curly. Like my hair is permanently fucking straight now. So what I'm gonna do, because I'm about to get my hair done like in a week, so I'm just going to like put a whole bunch of oil in it and then blow dry it out so it could be straight, just so that I could have it already prepped and done for when I see the hairstylist. And then also like I have a little bit of tea for you guys, okay? And we're gonna call this person Auntie, okay? So a couple months ago, if you guys follow me on Instagram, TikTok, anywhere like that, I was hanging out with somebody named Monty because we would do content together. And Monty just was like a really cool older man that I would hang around because, you know, he wasn't looking for me, I wasn't looking for him. It was strictly business, and I thought I was becoming like closer friends with this person, and this is like a father figure that I could look up to who does the same thing as me. And I feel like that's where like I always go wrong. Like I always trust people too fucking much and think that like everybody has like the right intentions out for me. And like I posted that, let's see, I had like a short movie coming out, right? And I was like, oh, I'm doing it with a friend, like they want me to act in it. And this is like another reason why I like my tolerance to create just started lowering down, because I'm like, okay, I'm getting myself out of my own like quarters, like getting off of YouTube, doing story times. I'm going to just get out there and put myself out there. So you guys hold on to that, hold on to me doing story times and all those kind of things. I remember on Thanksgiving I go out with this person and I go to their family's Thanksgiving. We're talking about what this movie is gonna be like. I'm just gonna be this girl who I took it as like okay, this is cool, like this isn't about me. So I was gonna be this girl who was obsessed with social media. I wanted to be famous at all means, and I had a friend named, let's say, Z. You know, we're gonna call her Z because my name. And I had a friend named Z who I personally knew, and me and her were friends, but she was like social media. She was big on social media. She was already famous on social media, but nobody knows that she's so smart, she's funny, she's pretty, all those kind of things. And she had a boyfriend, and her boyfriend was from the hood, and I was talking about her boyfriend's friend that was in the hood. So that was like the guidelines of what the story was gonna be like. So I'm like, okay, cool, like I'm okay with being a struggling blogger who talks about people's business. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. Like, why the hell can't I just be like a traveling vlogger? I know it probably looks so crazy while I'm explaining this, but genuinely hold on with me. Don't look at my fucking hair. If you do, you're anti-black, okay? So I'm just thinking I'm about to be this famous I'm about to be this fucking girl who's trying to come up on YouTube and all those kind of things. So that's what in my mind, I thought that's what we were doing. Like me and Z even like were acting out a part together, and we were talking about how we were friends, and she was telling me not to talk about her boyfriend's friend, all those kind of things. So people started to leave the show and not like wanting to record or like just flaking. So then the show went from that storyline to now I don't know Z, and Z knows me because I'm like a weirdo, like I'm a crazy fan who always like thought that she was like this cool popular girl, and I just wanted to be friends with her because she was so smart and pretty, and she was already a famous content creator, and I wasn't, and I was trying to make my way because I just got here in Atlanta. I just moved here and I needed to make my way. So I took that on the chin too. I'm like, okay, you're right. They all come to my house, they're recording, and what's the name makes a comment. What's his name? Monty makes a comment and he goes, oh, your house looks like yeah, it's good that your house looks like this because it looks like you just moved in. And then Z's boyfriend, he even made a comment and was like, oh, ha 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 ha, like this is cool, like this is the life, just like everybody's laughing it off. And I didn't really think anything of his comment until now, because it was just like, you were being shady from the start, like trying to be funny, like, bitch, I let you in my home and now you're trying to kiki on how my house looks. Okay, cool. Took it on the chin, right? So the next time, storyline has completely changed. It went from that to now I'm Z's stalker. Like, I stalk Z because I'm jealous that she is in a relationship, that she is pretty and she has a big following, and that I'm a struggling YouTuber. I want what she has. So then I'm like, okay, cool, take it on the chin. The issue that I have is that now we're using Z's real boyfriend to be in the film. So now it's not like oh, I'll just take that on the chin. But now it's like, oh, we're using Z's real boyfriend, the time a struggling YouTuber who talks about drama on other people. And I just moved here. I have no friends. I have no family. And I'm lonely. So I'm just this stalker who wants Z's life. So then it comes down to it, like, this was the last time we recorded ever, because I was like, yeah, after this I can't do it, right? So I ended up starting my period, and I'm like, I have nothing to wear and it's cold outside, but I'm gonna try to make it fit. Like, I put on a whole outfit. I was only talking to my man for like a month and a half, and I was like, do you think this is cute? And he even told me, Zania, wear that looks cute, I like it. So I'm like, okay, cool, like, I'm gonna wear this outfit, because like even he said that this was appropriate for me to wear for this. So he comes and picks me up. Monty comes and picks me up, and he says hi, and he's like, oh, you're wearing that? You wore that skirt? The skirt just keeps talking about my skirt over and over again. So I'm like, okay, cool, let's move on. We get to Z's house, and they're about to shoot a scene. Z and Z's boyfriend are about to shoot a scene. We walk in the house, and Z's like, oh, you look so cute. Mind you, I'm in her house. She could tell me, oh, bitch, put something else on, my man's around. But Monty makes it a point to go, oh, she wore that skirt, but it's good because it goes with the show. It fits into it. So I'm like, what? He's like, I don't know why she wore that skirt. So if you guys don't know, now we're using Z's real boyfriend, and he's trying to say that I wore the skirt to basically, like, I don't know what he meant by that. And then he was like saying, like, she's trying to really steal the show. She's really trying to steal the show. Just keeps making comments that I'm trying to, quote unquote, because I wore the fucking skirt, that I was trying to steal the show and trying to, I don't know what the fuck he meant by that, but it was disgusting me. So I'm like, okay, cool. Took it on the chin. So then we ended up leaving, and I went home, and I'm like, I don't like the situation. I even told my man about it. I'm like, I don't like it. I go to work the next day, mind you, because we all collectively, hypothetically, allegedly work together. And hypothetically work together, okay? And I go there, and this other girl, we're gonna call her Jay. Jay comes up to me and is like, I heard about your skirt. And then she starts laughing. I'm like, what do you mean you heard about my skirt? You always getting full. Fuck is you talking about? I'm always getting full. What? Like, you don't know shit about me. So I'm like, what do you mean you heard about my skirt? He's like, oh yeah, Monty told me about your skirt. Walks away. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm a little bit irritated, but I'm not as irritated. Jake comes back up to me again and is like, ha ha ha, skirt. I'm like, what the fuck did he tell you that you're now making comments towards me, talking about skirt, calling me Miss Skirt? Because at this point, I think he said something really like, what? And she's like, oh, I only know about that because Monty told me about the skirt because I'm going to be in the video. But why does it matter? You know what I mean? So at that point, I was like, yeah, I'm done with taking it on chin. I don't think I want to do this anymore. And then, like, I still kind of fell into it. Like, he would ask me, like, are we gonna do it? I'm like, maybe. And then he wanted to finish off the episode, and I'm like, wait, maybe, like, I'm just thinking too much into it. So I even finished off the episode, did voiceovers for him, and then I was just like, no, I can't do this no more, right? So on top of that, like, long story short, me and Z well, I'm not gonna speak for Z, this is just me saying this. I let him use my house. I did not get paid for any of the time, the Sundays that I was spending with him to record for him. He did, I don't even want to bring that up. This should all calculate to some type of money. The string before the camel broke the back or something like that was, I asked him, can he shoot a music video for me? And I was like, how much would you charge? So I'm thinking, okay, like, it's not going to be that big. It's not going to be that bad. This bitch goes $400. Okay, so $400 because that's your price. So now when we record, I want you to pay me for every single increment of every hour that I have to stay with you. Every time you use my house because you could have bought a set. I want you to pay me for that because at this point, I'm not getting paid for any of that. So I was like, you're weird. every time I say long story short, like I end up telling like the longest story ever. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go to work, I'm like posting more reels. Mind you guys, I've been telling you guys, like I feel like I don't like posting, like I have nothing to give, but when I post, I post. So I just post a lot. And then I'm in, hypothetically, allegedly, I'm around like one of my coworkers, and he goes, oh, like you post so much, Zania. And he was like, it's annoying, ha ha ha. I'm like, okay, cool. Monty decides to jump in and goes, you do post a lot, like what's the point, like what is the storyline? You have no storyline. I'm like, okay, did you watch the video? He goes, he only watched 1.5 of the, like one video and watched half of it. So how the fuck can you tell me that I have no storyline if you watched half of the video? Like that just blew me. And then I'm like, okay, cool, right? Couple days, like I tell my mans, and he's like, you should just unfollow him. Like if he has such a big problem with you posting back to back, unfollow him. Just unfollow him. So I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that, because once I unfollow somebody, like that means I really do not fuck with you. I do not like you. Okay. And a couple of days went past, and I checked and I looked. This bitch already unfollowed me. Yeah, we're not cool. Get the fuck off of me. Like, no. You're weird as hell. So let's get to the next song, and then I'm going to blow dry my hair real quick. Guys, that's the video. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to be back next week, but I will be back consecutively, consistently. I don't know what consecutively. Hey Siri, what does consecutively mean? Oh, one after another without interruption, bitch. I will be back. But that being said, I love you guys and bye.